One of the problems with success is that founders like me think that I can just repeat that success over and over again. And this is not a humble brag. This is something that's actually been very detrimental to my career as a startup founder because my first startup, I started it, raised funding, then I sold the startup a few years later and it was off to the races. I got acqui-hired by a big family office and I got a swanky job. And yes, my investors got a return. So they were looking at me saying, hey, what's the next thing we can work on? I got a reputation as a founder with the ability to create exits, to create ROI for investors. And I took that cash, put it in my pocket, and I lived large and in charge for a bunch of years, just enjoying my life, thinking that, oh yeah, I'll just go work in the next startup, pick it up again, and I'll recreate that success. Venture after venture, my startups failed, but it started off with the very startup that acquired mine that failed. And I had to really look at myself and start to think, okay, what are the signs? What is this pointing to in terms of all this failure? But I was in denial so many steps. I kept plunking money in. I kept spending money that I didn't have. I kept talking with investors, raising funding for startups that eventually would fail. And pretty soon the shine off of my first success start to wear off because I was stuck in my own head. I was in denial. It was my own cognitive bias, and I didn't believe the reality, what people were saying to me. And that's because I had these rose-colored glasses on or these blindfolds, this total blind spot when it came to my own weaknesses and my own success. And I see founders do this all the time. I try and tell you all out there the reality of what's going on in the market. And I had this happen just today. I had a founder just look at me like, you are the one thinking this. This is just your opinion. And I said to myself, it's not my opinion. It's reality of what we're dealing with. I experience this on the front lines all the time. But the founders that are in denial and say, no, that's not me. No, your feedback's not relevant. No, this is absolutely going to work out. I'm too smart to fail. These are some of the fallacies that founders fall into. And that sets you up to really spiral out of control and get to that place where you are broken because your expectations, whether it be fantasies, whether it be illusions of grandeur, your delusions, I don't know what it is, but we all have them. We all have blind spots and we're all in some form of denial. Just accept it. Get to the point you're going to see by the end of this where acceptance is the key. Accept that you are going to experience different levels of denial depending on who you are, where you come from, your conditioning, your background. Don't be one of those founders that says, that's not me. Just say, okay, I'm just going to accept the fact that it is me, it's possible, and then you'll be better suited to deal with all the ups and downs, all the heartache, the insufferable, thankless process having to do with funding for your startup.